Oh, man. Hello, everybody. How are you? We're doing great. All fine here. Nothing going wrong here. So we are live from the apocalypse, where we play tabletop role-playing games to benefit nonprofits, aid organizations, and other charitable causes. We generally ask that if you like what you see here, rather than subscribing or giving us bits or any of the normal Twitch stuff, not that we do not appreciate the gift of 100 bits that we just received.
Thank you, Novibot.
Yes, thank you so much. We do actually genuinely still appreciate that. But by and large, we encourage people to take that money and donate it directly to the organizations that we are fundraising for. This stream is... Are we still on Planned Parenthood, Will, at present? Okay, fair enough. We are presently raising money for Planned Parenthood, who, especially right now, need no introduction. The importance of the work that they do with reproductive health really cannot be overstated. They are one of the only places in the U.S. where women and men can go to get affordable care, and the educational information that they provide is invaluable.
That's neat.
So if at any point you would like to donate, you can type !PP donate, haha, yes, lol, and our bot will post the link, and you can then proceed to make the McElroy brothers yell at us and interrupt whatever we're doing, in addition to giving money to a great and now more necessary than ever cause. On a more fun note, we also have channel points you can use to unlock our emotes without subscribing, as well as to interact with and influence the stream in other ways. I think that covers all of the housekeeping. So, indeed, without further ado, let's get into it.
I love Wholesome Cat.
Indeed. So I believe
Choo-choo.
last time we had left off after everybody was really enthusiastically encouraging Billy to beat up his grandfather. And he did do that.
Fuck it, old man.
That was a that was a thing. That ended up
Anybody who
happening.
doesn't have context, like,
I
it's just
know.
like, why is there even a
Right.
wholesome emote? Like, I don't understand.
But Billy was up on the top of the lighthouse, having a bit of a moment up there, and Billy's grandfather had agreed to take you to where you wanted to go, to find the computer that had been left there some decades previous by Estelle's father. However, in his words, you're not going to like it.
I mean, I've been getting that a lot lately, but we still have to do it, I suppose.
All right. How do you and yours tend to do with trekking off roadways?
Oh, I mean, I always love a good hike. We'll see how the others do, but if it's what we got to do, it's what we got to do.
All right. Well, before we break the news down there, here, let's go get your Pokemon patched up. And
Doesn't he mean get his Pokemon pack? Because Billy was the one that won.
Billy was the one that won, but Billy's Pokemon did still they knew they done been in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiloh was the only one who came out of it pretty much untouched, because
Because
came in at the
Shiloh came out and just decided that this had been going on long enough.
You're done now.
It was very late, and Shiloh wanted to go to bed.
Yep.
I understand. Feels. I get grumpy too.
Shiloh came out of his Pokeball and was like, "You woke me up from a nap for this."
All fear the
Nice.
late night toddler tantrum.
Yep.
This is a great point.
We could have
we would've-
won if
we
you
would've
attacked
won.
him.
Could have won if he had just decked that old man. You know.
Why would you battle Pokemon when you could just deck that old man?
I mean, I feel like you were triggered enough. Like you don't know if you needed to go off doing any of that. That's fine.
If
Besides,
he
now
had-
I get to make fun of him as Estelle.
If he had not appreciated the soup that I made him, that would have been the last straw, hands down. But he said it was good.
He did. He said it was excellent.
So it was an excellent
did.
soup.
Excellent
did.
soup.
If he-
yeah.
If he'd insulted the soup, that would have been the last straw.
Oh,
but
of course.
he liked the
Of
soup.
course.
It's the only thing saving him from death. Appreciation for fine cooking. All right.
So he takes you downstairs and at last rummages through an old cabinet and pulls out what looks like an old army med kit.
Why is there a tally for that? Are we keeping a record?
Who was the one?
Yeah, you're
Just the one. It's fine. Don't ask who.
okay. So see, my concern with that is that the existence of the tally to me implies that there will be more.
Yeah,
Only that
Justin,
there could be. It's a threat.
Instantiating that as the first carries with it the implication of a second.
was just like,
Justin,
you
you have to put an exclamation point in front of that to trigger the command. It's exclamation point old men drowned in soup, and then it'll keep count for you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's actually
We're off to a stellar start.
Really are. An stellar start.
No, Estelle's still outside.
That's fair.
this is actually how our videos are gonna get demonetized on like YouTube.
Oh, man.
Twitch is like, you're breaking the rules. What? You're talking about drowning old men in soup.
Oh,
That's our secret cap. They can't demonetize us if we've never been monetized.
That's true, actually. We have whatever
So-
it is, partnership.
Where was I? Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Willem pulls out an old army med kit with the Surge Battalion insignia on it. Pops it open, and there are several revives, potions, and status healing items tucked away in there. And he proceeds to pass you a pair of revives and a couple of potions as well, before proceeding to also go and take some out for himself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna patch up all my Pokemon and now keep them outside the Pokeballs since they're back to health.
There we
All right. Well, I suppose let's get to it then.
Better, good as time as any.
He walks outside, and actually, Willem goes over to Harlan and asks him, "Do you mind in the lighthouse for a bit here with Ampharos?" Harlan kind of squints at him and at you guys, and says, all right. You sure, Willem? Don't know that I've ever known you to take a break ever. But you know what? What am I saying? Sure. No. Yeah. Go. No. Yeah. Go on a trip with Billy. Yeah. No. That sounds like a great time. You do that. All right. I'll be right here. Don't worry about Ampharos or the lighthouse. I'm sure we won't let any ships get wrecked. Ampharos knows how to work this thing, right? Yeah. No. I'm sure she'll show me the ropes. And Harlan goes inside, leaving you guys alone with Willem.
You can see the terror in his eyes. There's a reason Estelle didn't marry him. Well,
Don't suppose you got any more of that soup on you.
Julian pulls out 2 Ziploc bags full of soup.
Why? Why, sir? How?
Not gonna
First of all,
not gonna waste food.
You could have gotten a thermos.
In a world where we could electronically store living beings, I think we have better storage options than
It's kind of
Ziploc.
like not so much that you had the soup, but that your medium of choice was like a pair of Ziploc
bag.
gallon bags. Like,
Yeah.
This is just a potato soup water balloon.
It
I was
is a hazard, is what it is.
I was gonna freeze it when we got here.
What? Okay, sorry. This is
I mean,
not-
hypothetically,
not
you
a
could
stout,
cut off
this
the
is me.
end, and then like it would be like a drinkable
Just a
option.
soup. Yes, a soup
Just
bladder. Yes.
A nice straw poked into it like a Capri Sun of potato leek
Exactly.
soup. All right.
Willem goes inside and brings out a mismatched set of thermoses for everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Capri soup. Ew.
It's good soup.
Is chunky.
Suboptimal storage,
Good
but
soup.
good soup.
Well, we should probably, get on with saving the world.
If you say so. Though I'd say drink up now. We've got a hard trek ahead of us. That part of the island, it's hard going. Ain't nobody been out there in decades at this point.
Is Mr. Mime just carrying us still? Or just hovering behind her, making sure she doesn't fall off the trail?
That's up to you.
Oh no. It's gonna follow us forever now.
I know,
This is what
it's true.
it's
Mr.
really
Mime,
done.
that's my fear. He's gonna follow us forever.
I mean, it's either Mr. Mime Haunter or the creepy psychic bug. So take your
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah,
They're
not
not
Mr.
good
Mime.
options. I mean, also that, yeah.
I have to like, work harder, obviously, at making you guys terrified of the other ones. So
Yes, clearly. They need more screen time.
hmm
Decades, you say. What exactly can we expect?
Trails that go out there haven't been maintained in a long time. That's on me. I don't have as much time as I used to. I needed the lighthouse a lot, and honestly, it was Peggy who mostly looked after the place. And after she passed, just wasn't as much of a priority for me. Not only that, but that side of the island, it gets the worst of the runoff from those sylph folks up on the mainland. Just not a place you want to be for a long period of time.
Okay.
I think Estelle's gonna ask Mr. Mime with the camera that I canonically have in my giant old lady purse, to take pictures showing all the trash and runoff from Sylphco as we go for my campaign against them. Let's be honest.
I just picture what nightmare fuel is going to be there when they get developed. Like, what are we going to see? Like, these are all pictures from Mr. Mime's perspective.
It's just Mr. Mime going,
Yeah.
but like,
There's
there's like
selfies.
stuff
No, that's
behind
the-
him.
yeah,
Selfies.
There's like stuff behind him where it's like you can see mostly Mr. Mime's eyes just like staring into your soul, and then
Yeah.
like trash in
Or
the
no,
background.
he has taken the pictures. He must be holding the camera, but somehow Mr. Mime is also in the picture in the
Yeah.
distance, popping out from
Yeah.
behind the tree.
You
It's
can
like an
see his,
American
like,
Gothic
level.
photo, but with two of him.
Why is there a ghost of some old man in a soup bowl? All right.
Okay. I
So-
mean, that sounds real terrifying and everything, but given everything we've seen over the last couple of weeks, I think we'll be fine. I think we should go.
Yeah.
There is one more thing I should probably mention. The
Of
other
course there
reason
is.
I haven't gone out there as much. Well, so Estelle, your father and my father, they had a, I guess you'd call it a security system on the place. Uh, and that security system, it might have, I guess, how do I say it? Might have gone a bit feral.
One day, the world's going to learn to not let two old mad men improvise security systems. Is it a living one, or is it one of your father's computer garbage clackety clacks, or uh
Bit of column A and a bit of column B.
oh god. Well, all right.
That's barely helpful.
They weren't really, I mean, you could call them scientists. But they had a military budget at the time, and really what they did wasn't so much peer-reviewed. Uh, yeah. I only have a couple of memories, but
I remember a bit more, but at the same time, I'm not the scientist. My dad was. I just keep a lighthouse.
don't lie. You practically built the lighthouse. Like, all right.
Okay.
I'm good
Yeah,
with
I'd
my
say
hands. It still doesn't make me a scientist.
I say we go. I mean, I don't think there's a good way for us to be like, oh, this is the Pokemon monstrosity thing that they made back during the war.
I mean, obviously we're going to go.
Yeah. Don't think there was another option.
We've gone into worse situations. We should have known better then.
We have. But I can't old lady confusion my way out of this one, so
Don't sell yourself short.
just
Wait. Estelle can use confusion?
can.
She can't.
It's sort of actually a social attack. It's more of like a I don't want to yell at you and tell you to stop doing that, sweet old lady with an NPC face. So yeah. It's her main thing. How far is it? Is it like the other side of the island?
More or less, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, should we sleep? I didn't actually do any of that before my house was destroyed.
If you want, we can head back to the village, get some shut eye, and start first thing in the morning. Up to you. I just wouldn't go out there at night.
Resting it is then.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a
Yes.
part of me that's like, let's just push forward. And then there's a part of me that's like, theoretically, we should sleep, right? That's the thing people do. All right.
Sleep is
I
good.
I guess we'll be responsible adults. And just go nap.
So, setting out fresh the next morning, you head out into sort of the sandy rocky cliffs out behind the lighthouse. And there is sort of a crude trail that winds up into the rocks and vanishes into the thick forest that covers a good section of the island. And almost as soon as you have crossed that threshold into the trees, it's like you are almost in a different world. The the sound of the ocean is abruptly silenced by the dense foliage all around you. The sea breeze is almost non-existent, and you sort of step into this wall of humidity. And he takes you up into the hills that dominate the center part of the island. And the trail begins to switch back this way and that, zigzagging up the hillside until you reach a point with a particularly steep incline where your passage is blocked by what appears to have been a landslide.
So he goes,
Well, this is new.
hmm.
Okay. Uh, shouldn't be an issue for our Pokemon to deal with.
Is it more like a lot of dirt or like multiple big rocks? Or...
It's a combination of both. It's mostly like mostly a mudslide, but it did take some small boulders down with it as well, and it's kind of covering two levels of the path.
Well,
Okay.
is there stuff up above, like on that higher level, that we could like something could grab onto or wrap around?
Yeah, I think so.
Um, maybe we can just climb up. Aster, why don't you do a vine whip and see if we can latch onto something up there and just try and climb up and over it.
Nope.
That work?
Yeah, sure. I guess I would go with so definitely Vine Whip. And I guess I would probably go with like research in this situation.
Yeah. Rock solid stat for Billy, known
hmm
for his researching tendencies.
I will, however, give you a +1 bonus for always prepared.
Oh, sweet.
True, you are always, and we're on a hike.
It's true. This is half of your element.
Okay. Thankfully, the D4 of all things rolled well. Hold on.
Oh,
So that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Yeah, Aster is able to reach up with a pair of vines and find a good sturdy anchor point on a large tree with deep roots. Uh, about probably a good solid 30 or so feet going up the hill.
And I think in Billy's backpack, because they do go hiking, he has like the kit to basically do like a light harness that he can like connect him and Aster and like use a carabiner to like hook them together
Mhm.
that he can keep passing. So basically, Aster has the vines tied and walks up and down with someone like basically attached at the hip to him to help get everybody up the path.
All right. Yeah, I think that will do it. And yeah, it takes some time, like you definitely lost some light, but everybody is able to get up the hillside with the aid of your goat contraption.
Well, Good job, Esther. Let's keep on moving.
You continue on deeper into the humid woods as vines and kudzu start to sort of creep up around the trees. And as you have gotten onto you crest over onto the other side of the mountain, and you can already see a difference in terms of the vegetation. A lot of it has a yellow kind of sickly look to it. And down, you can see distantly on the shoreline and the beach on this side of the island, and it's just encrusted with all kinds of detritus and debris that has washed up on the surf.
It's not really something I ever thought about before, but this is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Why do you collect this stuff if it's doing this to your home?
I don't collect all of it, just the parts I need.
How did you determine what you need?
What I remember of my dad's research. I don't know exactly how it works or why it works, but I know what works. I get enough of certain bits of old electronics, old transistors, microchips. I can string together something that I can use to check and see if certain things are getting close to the island.
But one day the supplies will run out. Silphco's responsible for those things. And for all of this.
Eventually, you come to a ravine with a bridge across it. The bridge is old, rusted metal with wooden slats running across it that are old and splintering with age. In the ravine below, uh, there is a thick layer of uh, muck, both lowercase m and uppercase m, that is clinging to the rocks below.
The bridge have enough, like, obviously it doesn't look steady, but is there enough spaces for us to step on to traverse it if we were supported?
Supported how?
Like, well, I'm probably gonna end up having asked to use Vine Whip again, but I'm just asking more if there's enough spots on it to step um across. Like, obviously we want to probably have something because it might collapse, but in
I could
theory.
I could see if Dotler could do future sight and sort of help us see the path, like where to step.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. 1d6, and then what do you say? Tactics
I
or
would do research for this.
research?
Yep.
I haven't updated that since we started. Yay!
Yeah, the lights on Dottler's back flicker in an assortment of strange patterns, and pardon me, gosh, and you can kind of see this glimmer in its compound eyes that eventually sort of reflects off in a way that like almost like the dot of a magnifying glass forms this like laser pointer that points at uh 2 or 3 boards along the length of the bridge.
Only 2 or 3 boards are safe for the entire bridge. Well, we're screwed. Let's. I guess. Yeah,
Plan
that does
B.
not.
What?
That doesn't look safe.
I mean, we've all got Pokemon that can help us get across, right? Like, don't most of our Pokemon move things with their minds?
Relatively consistently.
How late in the day is it?
It is early afternoon at this point.
Rather than fall down a canyon because I roll poorly. How do we feel about Miss Haunter carrying me and my Pokeballs over? Is that a thing? Can Haunter actually like pick me up? He picks up the other things. Maybe.
Probably. I mean, I imagine it would come down to like what
The
move you're
roll
using,
again.
or if they have a special ability, I guess.
Well, unusually so, if you're trying to do something that isn't covered by like a specific move, you can
Mhm.
usually just roll like a flat d6.
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds
Okay.
better. If that's your call, what do you guys want to do?
I think Julian is gonna take out a Pokeball, and just gonna sort of drop it on the ground as is his way. And in the light, the flare of light that pops up as it hits the ground, the Baltoy is going to appear. That is sort of covered in cracks, all over its body, and he is going to sort of like crouch down and like put his hand on its head and sort of talk to it quietly, and kind of just like look at in its like empty little doll eyes and like sort of point across the
It's
bridge,
a
and he's
empty
gonna be
little
like,
doll's eyes.
and empty little doll eyes, you know, and he's gonna be like, all right, buddy, I need to get over there. You think maybe you can help me out with that? And Baltoy's special ability is levitate. So I'm gonna try to do that.
You're not just gonna try to
I
levitate all of us. You're
I mean,
leave everybody else to psychic their way across while you gotta
that seems
levitate.
that seems far harder. Also, Haunter might have levitate. It levitates.
I don't know. Like, I don't think we ever actually picked some Haunters.
I don't know. I mean, we could all like I could try this multiple times theoretically. Like,
Yeah.
but I guess so. That's not technically a move. So I probably just do it, right? I probably don't have to roll.
Seems, yeah.
No, this is gonna be a research plus a d6 for levitate.
Are we sure it's research?
I am gonna go with research since you are trying to like solve what is in essence a science problem.
Sure.
We're subverting the
technically
laws of
correct.
physics here, so
Sure, we do that literally every day. We wake up in the morning and we subvert the laws of physics. Fair. You said research plus a d6.
Yeah. So because levitate
Okay.
is his ability, right?
Yeah, special ability.
Yeah. So
no,
yeah,
yeah.
d6.
All right. Okay.
it would help if I had put an E on that, but yeah.
See how this goes. Oh God, I was so worried. I saw that 1 and I was like, one more d4. Yeah, 5.
Okay.
But technically a success.
Yep. It's it's a bit rough going. Julian is sort of kind of like clinging to the top of the ball toy, like a buoy on the ocean, as it sort of just kind of waves its way across the bridge. Your feet kind of dragging on the boards a couple of times.
This is fine. This is fine.
Before finally getting to the other side, and Baltoy doesn't really like you're sort of starting to like let go, but Baltoy also just kind of like spins a bit and just kind of like chucks you off.
I'm back.
Julian calls back across the bridge and says, I don't think that's going to work again.
Yeah, I think I would like to try a different approach. So it's not that different, but it is slightly different. So you know how Lingling can swap abilities with another Pokemon and give another Pokemon its ability?
Yeah. I can't. So did we determine that it swaps or that it just like copies it?
It either way it puts its ability onto the other Pokemon.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It makes them levitate. That's right. Yes. That's
so
right.
I want Lingling to make Aster levitate, and then Aster's going to use Vine Whip to pull itself across with me holding onto it or riding it, so it can like levitate, fly across with the Vine Whip.
Okay, all right. So I guess in that case, do a research plus d6 for levitate.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would Mimic be Mr. Mime's, like, miming ability? Like, when he can, like, mime seatbelts and stuff like that?
I'd allow it.
Okay.
Okay. Not awful. Hey, 12.
Nice.
Okay, all right, yeah, solid. You shoot out the vines across, and you are able to you ride. Actually, I would say actually you don't even necessarily need to do the vines, because at this point you're on top of Aster, like riding this little goat, and Aster literally just does like the goat walking up vertical surfaces thing, except without the need of an actual surface. Aster just kind of walks up on the air on this invisible staircase, and then just leisurely walks back down again.
Okay. If we could not have to do that again, that would be great. Good job, Aster. Good job, Ling Ling.
Agreed.
Estelle?
It was a bad idea. I take it back.
So, what I want to do... We've established that, 1, my purse has disguises in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Estelle pulls out a hard hat and hands it to Mr. Mime. And Mr. Mime pops it on and then starts miming repairing the bridge and, like, making it stable. And he's, like, walking across it as he does it, type of thing. Like, you know, preparing the part in front of him and doing it.
With barriers.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna roll Mimic if you want me to do that. Or
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
just
I would go with
D6?
I would do research plus mimic.
Research plus Mimic. Okay, so.
It's so right.
How about Okay, cool. That's an 8.
My camera is my feed just is getting really bright for some reason, and I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh, that's me? You were just
Oh.
really dark.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep,
Am I having a
I was
stroke?
adjusting.
No, it's
Sorry.
just me playing with OBS. Sorry, guys. Forgot to tell you.
Technically, I'm playing with Video Ninja, but yes.
Fine. I mean, whatever toys float the the light. All right, so I don't know if an 8 does it, but my goal was to try to make this stable for both me and Willem to go across and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, no, an 8 will do it. Mr. Mime is formaning his way across the bridge, just sort of putting his hands on his hips and just kind of just looking at different parts of it and shaking his head and
Abacus, like,
Yeah.
like taking measurements. This isn't a code.
rummaging through an invisible bag and pulls out, like just like power tools, T-square, and gradually, it takes a minute. Like, he's committed to his bit. I mean, you can't rush good craftsmanship.
No.
So, it takes a bit, but when he's finished, he just sort of starts kind of waving you across. And
like an air traffic controller.
Yep. And
the guy in the orange vest with the sign, the stop sign, and then like go.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh no, yes, no, yeah, no, yeah. He has this the stop sign and he flips it over to slow.
Yeah.
And
this is the most Pokemon the TV show we have ever been.
Yep.
I have 0 regrets about choosing Mr. Mime. I wasn't sure at first, but yeah, no, 0 regrets.
Which is the first time in history anybody's ever said that.
Right? Like, it's just a solid. Mr. Mime's a solid Pokemon, and y'all can fight me.
Back in elementary school, the first kid in our friend group to get any Pokemon to level 100 in Pokemon Red and Blue was our friend's Mr. Mime. He loved his Mr. Mime, and yeah, he had a level 100 Mr. Mime.
Listen, if you don't appreciate the clowns, then they come after you in the horror movies. So
yeah,
maybe
and
just
that
clap.
kid?
All right, he just did an entire bridge. So just clap and be safe.
Yep.
Like,
that kid, Jeffrey Dahmer.
How do you think Brendan?
Nobody answered.
Different Jeffrey Dahmer. No relation.
It's the junior, right? I remember. Okay, it's fine.
So
he's in
Willem
politics.
looks a bit a little less convinced by this whole charade than Estelle does, but some tiptoeing. He kind of halfway sprints by the time that he's like partway across. And
the sign clearly says slow.
And does just like a football dive across the edge of the bridge.
And Estelle just calmly walks like, "What are you doing, old man?" It's fine. Good job, dear. Solid construction. It falls behind us.
Yeah, like at that moment, like several of the boards just sort of like disintegrate.
It was bound to happen. Like, Mr. Mime hands her back the hard hat. Like, she puts it back in the purse of many things.
I just have so many questions.
You won't once I successfully pull off espionage and sabotage. Estelle's not gonna blow up the, Silphco. It's not. That's weird. Why would you suggest that? Like, what is in front of us now? Is it just still the
Rip it, baby.
Hey,
Thank you, Karen.
Appreciate it, Karen.
We do, yeah, we do appreciate you. I am also going to say, preemptively, I am sorry. If you watch till the end of the stream, you will understand why.
No.
Whoops.
Preemptively, I apologize.
I don't like it.
It's not ominous at all. I love
So-
when my DM apologizes to me halfway through the session and says you'll find out later.
Yeah, definitely. Especially like when the DM apologizes to my mom. It's like, sorry about the end of the session.
Sorry about that. sorry for what I do to your head.
Well, thank you, Will's mom. We definitely.
Yes, thank you for the donation. We appreciate it.
So, your question: what is in front of you? At this point, is another sort of thick section of woods that is very overgrown. At this, happy present.
We'll just
It's for the
we'll
best.
take.
I love
No. We'll do little
yes.
clips. We'll do
I
a little
love
Twitch.
I love that. I read that as I will not be
not be
present for
here.
the end of this.
Not be here?
And I'm
what made
offended
make
that you think that I would.
This is it. I came here to donate, and I'm getting out because I don't know what you're all talking about. There's mimes.
Nobody asked, but she has told me that before. She has said, I donate and I watch for a few seconds and I don't understand anything that's happening. And then I leave.
I don't understand it. Y'all look like you're having fun. Good for you, honey. I'm gonna get out now and go
All
enjoy
right, well.
something.
Well,
go watch Supernatural.
yes.
Jensen Ackles is pretty.
yeah, that sounds good. All right. Well, we appreciate you stopping by.
My mom is actually watching Supernatural right now. All of it. She's just
Good night. Good night, Will's mom.
Bye.
Good night, Will's mom.
Good night, Will's mom. Wholesome.
So, at this point, the trail has been totally overgrown and covered with vines and briars and brambles, and Willem is guiding you through it, but finally you reach a clearing, and he is looking this way and that, just rather intently, before finally muttering, I have no memory of this place.
What? I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Is it? I have no memory of this place. Sorry. We may be lost.
Okay, I've seen this movie. You have to smell the air, and then whichever way smells fresher, we go that way.
I'm pretty sure that only works if you're underground.
Damn.
I was gonna say, what are you referencing?
Also,
Not going to
Nothing.
dignify that with an answer.
smells fresh on this side of the island.
Yeah, no, all this air has a bit of a stank to it.
What
Yeah.
is the last? Sorry, let me do a style voice. Well, what is the last thing that you remember? What's the next thing we're supposed to be looking for? Just because you don't have the memory doesn't mean it's not all connected. These things eat memories. A bit, maybe. Suppress them? Eat them? I'm gonna say suppress them.
Is
Yeah. But
well, it's funny that you should mention that, Chad.
the chat is
see-
the fourth character.
You see, I do remember that. We're having a time tonight. I see.
It's Tuesday.
I
Stay
know.
on target.
Stay on
No.
target.
What was the target?
No, we're lost. Did you hear the man?
We're trying to incept me to get an A.
Gotcha. Cool. Inception. Let's go. Billy, you have the best psychic powers. Go. All right.
Yeah,
So-
maybe that's a good. Can Billy go into your mind and like find the information that we're looking for?
Well, I don't know exactly. Billy, what They said you've been practicing your ESP, or whatever you call it on the mainland. You mentioned on the lighthouse that you see the auras sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I can see them and kind of like sense things, like people and things going wrong, but I haven't been able to look into anyone's mind or anything like that yet. Um,
Well, if you can see the auras, and you're here on the island, then you might be able to find the way, maybe even better than I can. The auras are something that runs in the Dewick line. It's a different way of seeing things with your third eye, as it were. Different from the way the Espers do it. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh no, there's something very wrong with the way that they train us. But you know,
Billy
Billy
nods
didn't
aggressively.
Billy didn't do so bad.
A good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, he's still alive, and I have a cousin that is on the mainland now because they didn't do so well with the Abras sneaking up on you and some of the other things grandmother used to do.
Well, I'm just a reclusive old lighthouse keeper, but
Just gonna leave that there.
your family sounds real messed up, Estelle. And I just had a Pokemon battle with my own grandson.
Well,
Yeah, I was raised in organized crime, and that's pretty fucked up.
I mean, you know, it's gotten better over the years. My sister is probably the best Esper in that she um hasn't really been traumatizing the younger generation, which is a type of growth, I think, considering my mother made my husband battle all of my family members in order to marry me. Pokemon battles.
Uh, I'm sorry, that was the non-traumatizing version.
Well, that was my mother's version, but my sister's doing much better. She hasn't even we had a wedding last year and there weren't any Poke battles at all leading up or
and
at.
Billy, see, when your mother wanted to marry your idiot father, I only made her battle me. See? That's progress right there.
It's
Julian
getting
nudges
better.
Willem and is like, "Yeah, also you really dodged a bullet."
Oh no, it wasn't Willem. It was
That was Harlan.
Harland that she almost
Oh,
married.
that's right. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Harland who she almost married in the quotation marks that he was definitely going to try to battle her family at some
Right.
point in the future.
Right.
Cuz his biker gang also canon.
But Billy, what I was saying is I think if you reach out with your mind to the island, to the auras that are around us, you might be able to sense your way there.
Oh, I'll give it a shot. Better than just wandering off in a random direction, I suppose.
Search your feelings. Just gonna gesture to all of the Jedi shit behind me.
So Aura.
Yeah, I would say so. For this roll, go ahead and just roll flat aura reading.
Oh boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah.
7.
Right.
That's the wrong franchise. Sorry.
You stop for a moment and you sort of take it all in. You feel the humidity on your skin. You inhale the acrid air. You listen to the crackling of leaves. And when you open your eyes, you can see these sort of whirls and eddies of almost a kind of electricity sort of coming off of things gently, like leaves, people, trees. Just if you try to focus on any one of them too closely, it fades away. But if you just kind of let your eyes sort of blur, you can see this sort of shifting aurora over everything. And it shifts in color and tenor with the sound, with every pop and crackle of dead leaves, with the distant roaring of the surf. And somewhere distantly, you don't hear the chimes, but you can see them. You see the glittering blue sparks that they create on the horizon.
Um, uh, I think we should try going this way. He's just gonna start walking in that direction.
You heard the man.
I mean, Julian's gonna follow for sure.
I'm gonna follow our leader. We're following the leader, the leader, the leader.
You continue in this going in this direction for a ways. It's hard to find a good path, and periodically you have to stop and reorient yourself once you were at a new vantage point, since you're not able to really actually travel in a straight line towards it. You are definitely getting closer. You see the lights brighter as they twinkle in the distance. And eventually you have to stop to clamber over some rocks and boulders that are blocking your path. And once you are on the other side of them, you are trying to reorient yourself again. But it is like you've lost them. For some reason you're looking around and you can't see them anymore.
Seem to have lost the path. I it was I was following it, but can't can't see it anymore.
What were you what were you using to follow?
There
What
were
were you
these
looking after?
these like chimes with these blue sparks.
I remember now. Peggy helped me build one of the Tory gates out by the lab, back before we abandoned the place. That might be what you're seeing. It's chimes. Could you use one of your Pokemon to help you?
I mean, I could see if Ling Ling is maybe could project some sort of sound that might ring off of them.
It can't hurt, I suppose. That's the thing about the auras. You see them with your eyes, but all kinds of things can influence them. Touch, sound, the feeling in the air.
You might, yeah, have try Ling Ling just use like an uproar to like shake and see if he can almost cause the sound to reverberate off these chimes in the distance.
Okay. Go ahead and roll uproar plus your aura perception.
Mm.
The forest tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8.
Okay. You listen to this uproar that Ling Ling is creating. This sound of this. It's not a very musical sound that Ling Ling makes. Ling Ling is a lot more about energy than virtuosity. But that banging and that clangor that reverberates out from Qingling, you see it creating these ripples in the auras that you see all around you, out in every direction in this sort of scintillating rainbow. And lo and behold, you see these lights in the distance. And you can actually hear it now. You hear the distant sound of wind chimes. And those, in turn, there is this sort of reverberation, this echo of blue light off of these motes of flame that sort of covers Ling Ling. And as all of these echoes in these auras sort of then reverberate back, Ling Ling is almost vibrating with this psychic energy.
That seems to be working. Keep it up, Ling Ling, and I think we should head this way.
All right. You are able to clearly see the path ahead of you. Are you having Qingli to sort of periodically do another
Mhm.
uproar?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. As we move.
Okay. You are getting closer and closer. And each time that Ling Ling does its uproar, the lights get brighter, both from you getting closer and also from them reverberating with this sound and this energy and the psychic force that Ling Ling is projecting out from it. And in addition to the chimes, you can hear rattling ahead of you. Qingling has made enough noise, it has caused enough of an uproar that you can actually start to hear chimes from other parts of the island, other Torii gates, all starting to come back at you from the other side of the island, carried on the wind. Some of them you can hear, some of them you just see the gentlest of sonic movements across the leaves in this sort of susurrus eddy that now surrounds Chingling. This glowing corona until it finally reaches a crescendo, and you see the lights of the chimes unmistakably ahead of you. And as you enter the clearing with the lab and the Torii gate in front of you, Chingling sort of flies up next to the the chimes that it has been ringing all this time that are hanging from the Torii gate. And as Chingling touches them, almost like a tuning fork, all of these sounds, this clangor, and all of these auras suddenly form a single perfect tone that to you is this single glorious blue glow. And as that light fades, you notice two things: that this sort of sickly yellow pallor, uh, that much of the vegetation around you on this side of the island has abated somewhat. It's not gone, but there is this sense of life there, where before you really only sensed decay. And the second thing that you notice as the light fades is that Chingling, or rather the Lingling, is no longer Chingling. Lingling has evolved into Chimiko.
Yeah.
Ling Ling,
Da-da-da-da-da. Sorry, wrong one.
Ling Ling, you look at you. You look great. Oh,
It rings itself, testing out the sound. It is just as loud and uproarious as it was before, although now it is deeper in tone, which is in some respects somehow worse.
Teeth rattling
Yep.
instead of that
I just want to be
ringing
real
all the way.
clear. I just want to be real clear right now that thing's never getting in my car. Just go on.
And you are there on the other side of this Torii gate that is hung with wind chimes and bits of discarded ram. There is a good sized structure. It is in this very sort of utilitarian prefabricated style. These clay brick sides and tile roofs, and the narrow slot windows near the tops of the walls, similar to the old Pokemon centers. And the walls at this point are part of the reason why it was difficult to see in the distance is because the walls are almost totally covered in vines and kudzu.
Before we go in and to investigate, as we all know we are, might we take a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right.
We'll be back in 5 short minutes. Don't go anywhere. We will see you then.
And we are back. Hello, everybody. So, yes, you are standing outside of the abandoned lab.
I guess we go in.
Yeah.
You don't.
I'm in.
Well,
What? What's the issue?
I'm. How much of our father's security systems do you remember?
I I try not to think about it. If I'm being totally honest. Mostly when I'm not figuring out what my hair is doing with these headphones tonight. Uh,
Uh,
uh, Mostly I just remember it looking at me.
right. Well,
I just,
I couldn't get more traumatized at this point in my life, so let's just go.
Don't say that. Why would you?
It's all right, dear. We'll be fine.
Mm,
I'm sure it'll all go well.
yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, what's the worst it could be? A unknowable eldritch monstrosity that we can't possibly focus on or look at?
Oh no,
No,
one of those.
that's the other thing.
That already destroyed my house.
Yeah.
We're old hats at that one.
So it can't be worse than that.
I'm gonna put my hand over Billy's mouth and say, "You stop."
I just mean they did.
No,
They chose to live on the island with this one.
No, don't say the words. Don't you put that evil on us.
Ricky Bobby. Okay. All right. Well, Estelle's gonna go ahead and wobble her way in there with Mr. Mime and Dotler. Hunter's, of course, somewhere.
Yeah, I think Julian still has the ball toy out, although hasn't really thought about it.
Ow. I did that to me. Boop.
All my Pokies are
Always.
Oh,
Poke
we
it
know.
out. Poke it out.
At this point, Shiloh is riding Aster, and Jingling is bouncing around in its new form.
Playing around like, hey guys, look how loud I can be.
So much louder now.
We're trying to sneak in, Billy.
No, we're not. We're just going in.
I mean,
Okay, but we don't want to attract attention if we can avoid it.
Chime Cho's just over here, just enjoying its new form, just going gong, 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 gong.
Come on. Look at it.
he's having a good time.
Yeah, he is. You know who's not going to be having a good time? Us. When we're staring into the horrific face of whatever security system two mad scientist fathers made.
Still's already in the building. So, what do I see?
So,
Why do I bother?
Yeah. So you first go. The door itself is locked, but you were able to have Haunter just sort of zoop in and unlock it from the other side.
Try turning it on and off again.
And you were able to pull the creaky door open. It almost comes off its hinges. And stepping into the interior, it's a long hallway. It is it's a 2-floor building, but it doesn't appear to have an actual like second story. The ceiling is just high and has a lot of like industrial girders running overhead that are draped in all manner of cables and wiring. And you can see like some other doors further down, though it doesn't look as though the lights are still working.
Mr. Mime, his fists burst into flame, and it lights our way. Because you gave me a thing.
I did. My first mistake, letting my players have things.
Don't let me have nice things. That's the best
Classic rookie move. Rookie move.
You gave me access to fire, all right? Like,
First mistake, having players.
First mistake,
Second mistake,
having players.
giving them things.
giving them nice.
I like to imagine he does it by like hitting his fist against each other, like he's trying to spark, like flame,
like,
and like, just
like
spark
there's
into
a couple
flame.
of them, and it makes the lighter sound, and then it goes off. Nice, I like that. Replaced by Big Pages. You got 21. Roll. So I guess what we'll do is do we see anything additional with him doing that, or do you need me to roll to see if it works?
Not immediately. And you're proceeding down the hallway at this point?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I am going to send out Yiki as well. And basically tell her to do the same thing. Hey, it's pretty dark in here. You think you can help us out?
Light the way.
She's going to use Will-O-Wisp to create a little fiery
Nice.
orb that kind of follows us.
That's awesome.
From the doorway, you hear Willem yelling, "You kids have fun in there!"
It's like, nope. You know it's bad if Willem won't come in.
Billy, you're don't take this the wrong way, but you're real lucky you got your mom because everyone else in your family sucks.
I mean, ouch.
His
but
father's delightful. Thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
I mean, I'm beginning to get the feeling that most families on this island kind of suck. So maybe I just kind of won the lottery.
What's your basis of comparison there?
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you for the
sorry.
raid.
Yeah,
We just
thank
got
you.
raided.
Thank you for the raid. Hi. No, I think there is a lot of
Freckles.
generational trauma from the war that no one actually talks about.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything for you, Billy. You got the rest of your life ahead of you, but it's not just the island.
Not just the island. People's crazy.
All right.
I mean, ours is specifically psychic power related. You'll find less of that off on the mainland, but
just non-psychically powered crazy.
there's a couple of towns where
Mundane
fighting
crazy.
Yeah, there's a couple of towns where fighting Pokemon are a thing, and you should really steer clear. Don't marry into any of those families, dear.
It gets worse.
No. Well, comparatively. All right, so
Should have
dark, creepy hallway
Should have stayed on Absol Island.
with my Mr. Mime and
Everything's
his
worse out
flaming-
there.
The flaming fists of Mr. Mime are casting flickering shadows across this warehouse thing
Yeah.
we're in. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to give you some real good life advice, Billy, as we're walking down this dark hallway. The best thing you can do is mind your own business, find something that you are very passionate about, and just try to do that. And then everything is going to be fine for you until an old lady and a boy start dragging you into their shenanigans forcibly and against your will. And then you will never know peace again.
Don't let him fool you. He was bored.
Because as we all know, the defining factor of Julian's life up to this point was boredom and dullness. Previous to this, nothing else
I mean-
of note happened.
There was Team Rocket years, and then a couple years with the guilt and the depression and cooking, which, you know, if you're going to develop a skill during guilt and depression, cooking is the one to choose. And then he was like, I'm bored, but guilt still. And then Estelle came.
I'm sure that's what Estelle believes. Anyway,
100% thinks she's saving you from living your life, hiding in the back of a kitchen, taking orders from someone else, some other chef, when you should be running your own kitchen.
it's true. I angrily thrust a Ziploc bag full of potato leek soup into your hands.
Take it. Why? We're going to work on the containers, dear. Got to work on it.
I mean, Pokeballs don't work on soup. It's known.
A chef that can only say its own name, by the way. And it somehow communicates through a series of glares and sharp knives exactly what it wants you to do in the kitchen.
I mean, sharp knives are motivating.
If you're trying to non-verbally communicate, a knife is a pretty good option.
You learn a language real quick when somebody's like,
anyone who has worked in a professional kitchen knows exactly what I'm talking about. You don't need words. Angry glares and knives are enough.
TJ would concur. So, do we see anything, or are we just like, having hilarious conversations?
You
just chatting it up.
Yeah. You pass by some old derelict rooms. You can peer into. There is what looks like a sort of a locker room / decontamination room. There is a room that has a large number of sort of empty capsules, like empty tubes in it, and what looks like a. Everyone's giving me a look. So did I do a phrasing? No.
Background noise.
A series of empty tubes. No.
My work laptop is closed, but it chimed, and I'm baffled. But it's fine.
I see. Keep going. A number of what look like very primitive, like Pokemon Center healing systems and like prototype Pokeballs in various stages of assembly. And eventually there you reached finally down a large double door at the end of the hallway.
I think we're still like just distractedly almost like initially like the chatter was like, hey, we're nervous in a creepy place, let's just chatter. And then like I've sort of almost forgotten that I should be watching out for danger because I'm gonna just push open the door if I can.
So you reach to open the door, just like like a pretty casual thing, when you notice something that is a little bit out of the ordinary, a little bit odd about the whole situation.
Is it a mimic?
The door is looking at you.
It's a mimic.
The door is looking at you with a pair of eyes over each of the windows. And looking up, you also notice that the sign over the door is also looking at you. All of the signs and walls and windows are actually, in fact, looking at you. You are surrounded by eyes.
Can I do a roll to identify what Pokemon this might be?
Sure, yeah. Roll research.
The research is... Okay, I will roll a research. I did a 4.
As you were trying to make sense of this, their shapes come into greater definition. There are these angles that jut off of them. They are these incarnate living shapes, glyphs almost, as this swarm of glowing unknown descend around you from the shadows.
Would you say we're in a Pokemon battle?
One could say that, yes.
Dan,
No.
hold on to your butts.
we should have had that when the Raiders came, they would have stayed.
They
Like,
probably
look how-
stayed. We don't know. They might still be here. It's fine.
are you still here, Raiders? Bye. Do.
Let us know if you're
Thank
still
you.
here and you saw that cool thing that we did. How many unknown did you say?
I am gonna go with 4.
That's the exact number that I prepared.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right.
We are in a Pokemon battle.
Indeed. So let's go ahead
You
and
know this.
have folks do initiative.
Listen, I don't appreciate that.
You gotta wiggle them. Go
I
on.
know. I
Do
know
the
what I
wiggle-
have to
we
do.
did-
I
we-
know
we
what
did-
I have to
Do
do,
the
Heather.
wiggle dance. Do the wiggle dance. Do.
I know what I have to do. It's tactics, right? Initiative is
yes.
tactics.
Yes.
6.
Ooh, nice.
Right. So
Billy. Oh, right. I'm
I got
supposed to
3.
roll a thing. Okay, sorry. I had to double check what my tactic was.
Are you happy now? This what you wanted?
I mean, I'm gonna.
not entertained?
Yes. Good job. Quality. Quality animations. Do the thing. Dance. On that note.
I'm sorry. Oh, right. There's 4.
Ooh.
That's,
Yeah. You're like, why all dice? No.
Yep. That is literally every number you could
Yeah.
roll on that die.
No, yeah, it's it is true.
So the question I have is, who wants a new psychic Pokemon for our gym battles?
Did we bring Slowpoke? Oh, the unknown? Is unknown psychic?
Unknown psychic? Yeah, we could actually use them in our gym battles.
That just seems aggressively high.
What?
That one of the unknowns got an 11 initiative,
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
I say we catch that one. Obviously lucky.
It's clearly a fighter.
It's clearly an impressive Pokemon. Wild.
Nope.
Wife.
That is,
Ifu.
that is
Are you trying to make it into a word? What is that?
Listen,
I'm decoding the
I-
unknowns.
I messaged Brendan. Brendan said
Yeah.
some unknown. And I was like, any letters in particular? And he said, nope.
Nope.
So this is what we get.
Yeah, fool. An ancient tongue.
Here.
There you go. Get it. They just swap it around. Nope.
Wife.
Like-
Wife.
Now it's wife.
Oh my god, it's Ephraim talking to me from the grave.
From the grave.
From the grave.
I have used Unknown in Adventure where they spell out words, but because I know how D&D players work, the riddles are 2nd grade level.
Seems generous.
Yeah. Andy made a lot of really cool traps. And then players.
All right. So what Pokemon are out at present?
Mr. Mime, Dottler.
Reason and Baltoy for Julian.
I mean, all of mine, but I think
Yeah,
Ling
all
is
mine.
taking point.
We established
and- oh,
Haunter's
Mr.
out too.
Oh yeah, Haunter has and then Mr. Okay.
Because he opened the door.
Cool. Do
He opened the initial door, rather, not the fake door with weird glyph things inside of it. I blame my father.
all right. Well,
Happy wife.
since Mr. Mime has the glowing fists, he draws aggro first as one of the glyphs leaps off of the wall, fixing it with the stare of its eye, and you feel this sort of shudder run through the room, and Mr. Mime is struck down with a wound from some sort of invisible, hidden power.
Oh no. Oh.
Julian says, I bet that was the move, hidden power.
Julian, it's your go.
Don't be a smart.
Having correctly identified the move, Julian's going to say, all right, Yaki, let's try to end this quickly. Flamethrowers, see if you can get them all. Gotta burn them all.
Gotta burn them all. Gotta burn them all.
You could have had a new Pokemon. That's all I'm saying. You keep making not friends.
I'm probably not gonna destroy them all. Well,
Damn that.
only an 18.
All right, cool. So that does. So it's a triple crit. So you want to like what wound 3 of them? Trying to hit them all.
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to do that.
Okay. Do you want to describe how that looks?
I think Yaki sort of leaps in front of everybody and kind of like puts her arms out to the side, palms facing away, as like an indicator to stay behind her. And then she is just going to fill the end of this hallway, since all of the unknown are like doors and windows and stuff like that. She's going to try to fill the hallway with as much fire as she can possibly produce in one blast. And, you know, that.
All right. Indeed, Yaki's blast has burned away many of the years of rust and grime that have encrusted its confines, and with that gone, you can also more clearly see these unknown that have been embedded, almost encoded into the walls themselves. And Estelle, it's your go.
So are any of the Pokemon? Are any of them? None of them are down.
None of them are down. No.
Okay. So how much do I know about unknowns? Can I like roll for research again just to like verify what Estelle would know about them?
I would say, what kind of information are you looking for?
I think I'm looking for like, are these Pokemon? I mean, like Estelle's first instinct is never to fight a Pokemon.
Mhm.
It's to make a friend. So I think she's looking to find out like, are they probably attacking because they're scared? Are they, just is this like a generally hostile type of Pokemon or a shy Pokemon, or is it this like what kind of she's trying to do the I guess she's trying to like like remember what she knows about these Pokemon as far as like their habits and
Yeah.
personalities.
Well, go ahead and roll research.
Do do do. Da 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 da.
Okay. And you have a bit of an edge here because unknown are psychic types,
Mm-hmm.
and the unknown are, as you might imagine from their name, not a lot is known about them. They tend to have rather mysterious motivations in the wild. Um, if nothing else, you are pretty sure that this is the security system that Willem was referring to.
Can I use empath or to try to like communicate with them?
Sure.
And this might be like a multi-round thing, but I would actually like try to, you know, not have them attack us eventually, and or whatever they're, because I'm assuming they're just first round of security system, and if they get upset, they'll trigger the next round.
Okay. Well, I was saying go ahead and yeah. So for this round, go ahead and roll your
Empathy.
empath.
So this one's not leveled up yet. Yay!
Oh,
Let's one more time.
Great success.
Yay! So it's a 5.
So you're able to sort of get an empathic sense from them. You've made some level of connection. The main sense that you get from them is one of of inevitability or reflex.
What do you mean?
In the sense of like they are very in this moment, like purpose driven, um, to the point of it almost sort of being almost to the point of it being a reflex. They are just doing what they are doing what their purpose dictates in this moment.
Okay, so this is a reactive. It's not a thought out or like a, oh, I'm in danger
Right. Yeah.
reaction, but it's like a knee jerk reaction level where it's like you can't help but kick your leg because somebody whacked your funny bone.
Right. Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks.
Yep. All right.
That's all.
So Billy, your go.
yeah. I think Chime Cho Ling Ling's just gonna fly forward and try and make it unappealing to be all up on us as these things are trying to do by being loud as it can be. So a good old uproar.
Do they have ears?
Uh, I mean, they can feel vibrations.
I mean, they have a soul, presumably.
Is that tactics and
Yes.
They
tactics
speak
and
to each other
uproar?
through electricity.
Oop, this should have been 2 of those. I don't know why the second one didn't roll, but that is a 7. Oh, I get to reroll one of those actually because that was a 6. Hold on. So 10.
Okay. Yeah, that succeeds and is a crit. What move are you using?
Uproar.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so you could choose to inflict status condition. If you wanted to inflict additional wounds, you could either pile them all onto one, or since there's more than one, you could also spread it out between them.
Initially, 3 of them were harmed, right, by the first
Yes.
attack.
Yes.
So the one that's unharmed, I think, will just take 2.
Take 2. Okay. All right. And describe how that looks.
Yeah. No. Ling Ling just flies into the middle of us and just it's instead of like an aggressive little shaking like it was before, it's more of a slow like swinging back and forth, and it's like kind of like you described earlier, a deeper, almost gonging sound that just reverberates out. So it sways more than it aggressively jingles, and that just pulses into this louder and louder waves of sound as this thing is just forced back against the wall from like these loud chimes.
Awesome. And all right, and now it is the rest of the unknown going.
The whiff.
The weef.
Oh no! So someone just misspelled it. It's the Wi-Fi attacking us.
Makes sense.
Okay, and then so
I'm assuming that's all 3, and one of them did
yeah,
not
oh yeah,
attack
yeah,
us with
yes,
3d6.
correct. All right, so that is going to be coming at you guys, coming at Mr. Mime, Chimecho, and Yaki with hidden power. As all of you in the room are just, you feel this force around you from this hidden source. And Mr. Mime and Chimecho each take 1 wound. And Yaki unfortunately takes 2 wounds. Because you are actually, all of you, sort of kind of reflexively backing up your Pokemon as well, kind of being herded into this circle in the middle of the room as the unknown surrounds you.
It'll be fine.
All right.
Very
So
well.
indeed, do we want to roll for initiative again at the top of the round, or do we want to stick with our current initiative?
Let's roll.
Roll again.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
go for it.
Let's see what happens.
There we go.
Let me double check tactics. Yay!
All right.
It's never not offensive. I really wish I'd gotten creative with this. Like,
What?
I could have spelled out fuck.
Wasted opportunities.
It really is. I'm actually pretty upset.
So Estelle, you were up first.
So I think out of the darkness, like with Mr. Mime, getting those 2 points of damage, and I think out of the darkness comes Haunter.
All right.
And he, seeing his buddy Mr. Mime getting something mysterious, does a nice lick and attempts to paralyze this other party.
A lick that can only be on an eyeball, given the shape of unknowns.
Yes.
It could
Licks
be
an
on
eyeball.
it could be on a prong.
No. Definitely. As big as his tongue is, it is the entire eyeball.
All right. Well, you know what you got to do? Roll the tongue, the eyeball.
Am I adding anything for Estelle?
That would be I get
Pacatus?
well, since you mentioned that, since you mentioned that it's sort of a vengeance thing, vengeance for Mr. Mime, I would let you roll hard in that
Hard?
situation.
Yay! Oh, how dare! I am offended.
It is
by
still
those dice.
it is still a success, though.
It is, but that's a D6 and a D8. And
I know.
You could probably take out that E if you focus on the E.
It is whatever one attacked, since it's a vengeance thing, unfortunately.
The one that attacked Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is 1 wound to that one.
Sorry.
If you want to describe this horror for the class.
So out of the darkness, like in a reaction to Mr. Mime getting whapped, comes Haunter. And like, usually all giggly and fun Haunter, only this time it's like coming out of the thing and it just takes that long, awful tongue and doesn't even like lick the front, almost like licks around so it gets a nice curl around the eyeball and then back. And these things don't have faces, but it looks horrified and offended that this has just occurred. Like the wound is within. It's a soul wound.
The wound is. I knew what I was getting into, and I chose to take a drink in the middle of it anyway.
Yeah.
Nobody.
You let me describe.
Nobody
it.
clip that. Nobody clip that out of context either. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's fine. It's not like we gave you the ability to clip things, did we? Well, no. Mistakes that we made. Never. Who's up next?
2 of the unknowns are going.
Yay!
I am very confident it is not me. Other than that,
all right. Feel the crush of the hidden power. Though only Haunter appears to be affected at this point, as Haunter has entered the fray and has taken an invisible retaliatory strike for 1 wound.
1 wound to the Haunter. My poor darling.
And Julian, your go.
Okay.
No comment.
Brazen is out. Brendan, when will you learn? Remind me, psychic is weak to ghost, or is that fake?
that's real.
Yeah, psychic is weak to ghost.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we said that was like a thing that the show implied, but then wasn't true.
Okay, well, so it's one of those things where it should have been true, but then like it was not true in Gen 1,
Mm-hmm.
and it's debated whether or not it was supposed to have been true in Gen 1.
Okay. So Yaki, having the blaze ability, her wounds apply positively to fire moves.
It's true.
So Julian, seeing her get all fired up, so to speak, is going to say, don't hold back, let it out, girl, on that one. And he's going to point at the last one, the one that has taken 2 wounds, and say one more time, flamethrower. So that's what's going to happen.
Taking the Roy Mustang approach, I see.
Does she ever hold back? Like, as a rule?
But to be fair, she's normally wounded.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. Although I think that is actually kind of interesting because traditionally she is like the flame source in the kitchen for when he's cooking. So I think he had to work really hard to teach her how to hold back. So every time he's like, don't hold back, he's like,
it's
forget
okay,
what I said.
We're doing a different thing now.
Exactly. 11.
You mean I just get to have unmitigated destruction?
Yes.
Yes.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Well, yeah, this unknown on the end is feeling pretty disrespected right now. In fact, it's feeling so disrespected, it's going to go ahead and do a feint about it.
Doing a feint about it. Hi. I've received 100 messages today. Okay.
I'm going to repost this because it ruined my bit by saying that it has received 100 messages today. And it's just not accepting. That's fine. It's there. We all know.
I wouldn't look.
If you get it, you get it.
I'm funny, damn it.
And while Brendan may know this is a bad idea, but the unknown do not necessarily know that this is not always an optimal course of action. Um, as uh, Blazik, no, it was Fennekin.
Brazen.
Now Brazen. Thank you. Sorry, Fennekin. And then Brazen would be about to say Blaziken, then I'm like, no, that is another different Pokemon.
We're just making it up as we go. It's fine.
At a certain point, you could pretty much string any group of phonemes together and get the name of a Pokemon. So
You're not wrong. No, we eat Blaziken in this world.
I never said that was canon, but okay.
It's a fire chicken.
Right? Yes. So Blazin, Brazen. That's right. Cool. Awesome.
I'm just watching. This is good. It's good stuff.
Man, this is why I hate live.
Am I checking off this third wound?
Yes.
This is the beauty of live streaming.
Right? Yep. Since Brazen with an R, Brazen with an R was the last one to attack. She is the target of the hidden power retaliation for 1 wound.
Believe according to the rules, she faints.
Yep.
So Julian is going to call her back to her Pokeball.
All right, and Billy, it's your go.
Okay.
No, Will, do you want to take the E off the end?
I do. Wife without the E.
Whiff
from the team.
Hopefully it means that all their attacks will whiff.
Fuck. Which one of these is the E? There we go.
Yeah. I think. Are you cool with me subbing in one of the new moves that Chimchar would have from evolving?
Go for it.
Okay. So this time, Ling Ling starts to wave again, but there's conspicuously no sound. And then there's just this intense, like, purplish, pinkish glow around one of these unknown as, like, a concentrated burst of psychic energy focuses on it. And it is using extrasensory, which is just a different flavor of psychic attack.
All right.
So that's 2d6. Ooh, get to reroll one of those. 13.
All right, that's a crit.
Does any of them have 2 wounds, or are they all still at 1? Other than
one of them has 2 wounds.
Okay.
Which one?
Well, I guess I actually would probably focus on one of the ones that doesn't. Yeah, you probably would have focused on one of the ones that did prior to rolling. So, yeah, whichever one had 2 wounds.
Okay.
This just concentrated focus, and then it just drops. And what I imagine is actually happening in its head is that all the noise that would normally come from an uproar is not played in its ears. It's like played in its mind.
Mildly horrifying. All right, so W also drops, so we're down to just the eternal question: if.
Technically, that's a U, but it's fine.
Oh, okay.
A foo.
I was trusting the chat on this. I don't have my unknowns memorized.
Me either. I trusted you, chat.
Me neither. I only knew that because I googled what I would have had to put to spell out fuck.
All right, everyone roll for initiative.
Always trust the chat. I don't know.
Yeah.
They did get Mr. Mime Bridge happening, so that's...
Fuck.
Oh. Here. Are we... This is initiative, sorry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm present and not reading the chat, that's fine. Yay! Oh, it's just
Stand by for 2d4.
Okay,
Yay!
so that is going to be.
Get owned, idiots.
Excuse me, I apologize.
All right, well, Estelle, you were on top of the order again.
Yay! So I think once again, Haunter, having gotten hit, ghost Pokemon, fades back into the shadows, and after seeing the lovely flame broil that was done on the other Pokemon, and then even Billy getting back in there, Haunter regains some of its confidence. Only enough to throw a punch from the shadows. So I'm gonna cast Shadow Punch. Cast. It's not magic. I'm doing a thing. So
It's not magic.
I mean, it is a ghost doing it.
Yeah. Also, like, are all Pokemon magic? Who knows?
yeah, I like that.
Reroll that d4.
Oh yeah, it's true. I can. Nice. 12. So Shadow Punch bypasses accuracy. Unless it's semi-invulnerable. We didn't really decide on what that meant, but I'm assuming it has something to do with always hits.
Yeah.
We don't really have a special for that one. So
Yeah, I mean, I would say probably what we could do with that is, I feel like having it auto hit is maybe tough punishing in this system, but we could definitely maybe have with accuracy. You hit it regardless with that roll. But what we could do with the future for accuracy bypassing ones is maybe you could like re-roll a failed, like re-roll if you fail on the roll, you can re-roll it once, maybe something like that.
or like a damage to their rolls or something like that if we want to do it something with it accuracy. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
The point is, it hits.
Yep.
And extra damage, right? Because I hit 12 on that.
Yeah, if you're over 10, yeah, then
so.
then yeah, you get extra damage.
And it's already got one, so that should take one of them out.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and get the F out. Haha. So now we are left, since there is no more team of unknowns left, there is at last only remaining the thing that is never in team, and that is I.
How dare. On
Billy.
behalf
Billy,
of
it's your
our-
go.
the daddest of jokes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go for that extra sensory again. So it just keeps swaying, and then the psychic energy focuses on the eye.
Are you having fun, Will? No, yeah.
8.
Are
Yep.
you singing the song in your head?
It's playing.
Oh, it's playing. Oh, we can't
Yeah,
hear
you
it.
just can't
That's
hear
why.
it.
All right.
Yep. Nope. That hits. You want to describe how that goes?
I think it just hasn't stopped swaying, and it just is continuing to sway back and forth, and it just Ling Ling turns and rotates towards this next one, and it's just swaying back and forth, and then again this aura of like pink and purple energy just like concentrates on the singular eye. I think you almost see the eye like kind of scrunch up as it's just hearing the bells in its head before it drops. If that's enough damage to make it drop, I don't.
It does. Yep,
Okay.
it is. And the eyes have it, or don't, as the case may be. As the last of these hostile unknown sort of closes its eyes, having fainted, and it's almost like there was some sort of a circuit that was disrupted, as you see the other eyes gradually sort of unfocus and return to dormancy.
But can we capture one? Particularly the F, I would like.
You can certainly potentially take one and try to convince one to come with you when you leave.
Excellent.
Then the chat can have their very own F.
F's in the chat.
Don't lead the joke. Yeah. It's gonna be for the gym. It's just gonna be at the gym. It'll be a gym Pokemon.
It's not actually going to participate in battles. It's literally just going to pop up anytime that a friendly Pokemon faints.
Yeah, you know what? Anytime that people are just like hanging out at the gym, there's just gonna be like an eye.
In
Like-
the Pokemon world, health inspectors leave an unknown behind at every establishment that they grade.
The all-seeing eye.
Our gym has
I
an F.
could give it to my sister. Yep, that's happening. Maybe.
So you once again find yourself in the quiet hallway.
Is the door gone since it was one of the unknown?
No, the unknown were on the door, but the door itself
Okay.
is still there.
All right. That was weird.
Yeah. Was that the security system?
Oh no, that was. Well, I guess it would be part of the security system, but I mean, it's not like they had cameras.
No,
I mean,
just-
it made one of my Pokemon
they didn't
faint.
have cameras, but they had just, eyes. Literal eyes sitting in the corners.
It's much more efficient. They don't run out of battery. You don't have to worry about the power lines getting all the way up here.
And as far as anyone knows, unknown don't eat.
They do not. We're not even really
It's unknown?
sure. There might have just been one of them, honestly. We're not really sure how they reproduce. So, I'm going to take this one back with us. On that note. Estelle's like putting eye drops in its eyes and like trying to find where to feed it. The
I would
potion.
expect nothing less.
So are we pushing open the
But
door?
I guess,
Yeah.
yeah, Julian will step up and push at the door, see if it opens.
It will swing inward, revealing a large tiled antechamber. And the main thing you were struck by are the numerous, you guess you would call them computer towers, but they are mostly the kind that use the large reels of magnetic tape. What is stranger, though, is that they still seem to be running. There is a low creaking and a humming and a whirring as the machines do their work.
Well,
Yeah, Billy, I sure wish any of your relatives who know what any of this is were brave enough to come with us.
All right, I'm coming.
he's just like,
Look, I just don't like the way those things look at me.
So you knew about them.
I told you I remembered them looking at me, and I told you the security system done gone feral.
oh, that was it? Oh, well, that wasn't so bad. I thought they would have, bred some sort of monstrosity. That was practically,
You don't call getting stared at from every possible angle some kind of monstrosity?
Well,
I mean, we kind of grade on a curve when it comes to that.
Because of those unknown, I never learned how to read.
What? How did they stop you?
I'm terrified of letters, Estelle.
Oh, God.
So many unknown.
It's a debilitating phobia.
Phobia. I can't even use them in mathematics.
Why Jillian's cooking's so impressive. He can't even read. Willem can't even read a recipe.
I don't know what to do with that, I'm going to be honest.
We're walking. We're walking.
We're walking.
Nothing surprises me anymore. This is fun.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, like I am tending to this unknown and also apparently maybe traumatizing Willem as I do so. What's going on?
Willem sees you tending to the F and pays his respects.
Keep its eyes closed. What exactly?
Do you know what any of this is?
It's what's left of my dad's and Estelle's dad's research. It's their life's work.
Yes, but
How do
what
we-
is it? This is why I didn't marry him. You couldn't answer a question to save your life. What is it?
And you couldn't read.
Well, like I said,
I didn't know that part.
besides my own terrifying fear of reading, again, I'm not the scientist, but Dad always said that they were working on some kind of a solution to some kind of untenable problem. He said it would take a long time to figure it out. Longer than he had.
So these are just running. These are just trying to solve that equation.
I think that's about the size of it. I think if Estelle, if your dad left that computer here, it's going to be in here somewhere. It's probably hooked into the machine.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, try not to trip on anything. You don't need to break it right here at the end. Like, as we go through with flaming fists and Pokemon, can we see the computer? Is there any can we follow some wires or?
So, looking around the room, you eventually sort of trying to make sense of just the chaos of this ancient jury-rigged server that is stringing together multiple anachronistic generations of technology.
Inside.
You finally see sort of tucked into a nook on its side with several wires connecting to it, the rusted outer casing of the tower that you remember from your vision recollection.
Is it on?
It appears to be on.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go over and just see what's on the screen right now.
So there actually is no monitor.
Oh,
It
no monitor.
is literally just the tower that is connected to the rest of the server.
Julian,
Yeah.
you have a phone. Or something like that, right?
technically correct. Yes. I don't use it much. This youngster that I beat like 3 years ago hasn't stopped calling me.
Oh, the references.
Keeps
All right,
telling me about his Rattata and shorts.
Could you call the professor, Maple, with your doodad phone?
With your remote telephone.
Your mobile.
I'll
You get signal
do
on
that.
Sketchy
I'll just-
Island.
I'll
You
just
don't
step
have
outside and call.
you
Professor
don't have
Maple.
great signal, but you get there's a little bit.
Do you really?
Okay.
The joke is bad, and you should feel bad. We probably should, but I'm going to go with it. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I don't really know it. None of us have computer skills, and I'm not just gonna whack at something that could save the entire.
None of us know how to use
island.
computers. Willem can't read.
Willem can't read, but he's also an engineer, and I'm honestly afraid to see what he does with this.
So
I am going to step outside and try to call Professor Maple.
after a couple rings, hello.
I like
Hi, is this
Hello.
Professor Maple? Yes.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Who's calling?
This is Julian Rue.
Julie. Yeah. Estelle's young friend. What can I?
Yeah.
What's happening?
So we found
Are you going through a
a lot
tunnel?
of No, I'm on Absol
you-
Island.
No, I said, are you going through a tunnel?
No, I'm on God. I'm on the island.
Wait, you're out on Absol? Why the
Yes.
hell did you go out there?
That's where there are a lot of computers here, and none of us know how to use them.
Why'd you go find a bunch of computers if you didn't know how to use them?
I swear to God. It's a good thing this Pokia is just a brick, or else I would have crushed
It's an
it.
indestructible brick.
We have found the second old man who will be drowned in soup.
Oh. Can you get here, Professor?
It's the answer to the problem we're trying to fix.
I
This is important information to get.
I can't really get away right now. There's let me put it this way. So that that Pokeball that you brought me, with the missing number, well, it's a bit antsy right now. And I kind of need to keep an eye on it. I just know this. I just know this goddamn thing is gonna bust out the second I turn my back.
It's a wobbling.
So
Everyone drink.
Yeah, okay.
I can try to
great.
talk. I can try to talk you through it if you want.
Take a shot.
I'm gonna give you to Estelle.
I mean, honestly, if you could see the way that this ball is vibrating, you'd say the same thing.
I'm gonna do phrasing, and then I'm gonna
Yep.
walk back inside and hand the phone to Estelle
Freezing.
and
now
say,
it's done.
I mean, we knew from the
And-
get-go
and
this
say-
game was just going to be chock full of phrasing.
I mean,
we
how many
did.
times a day
We
are we
did.
talking about balls? Let's just go.
we acknowledged it. I'm gonna shove my phone at Estelle as I walk back in, and I'm gonna say,
No.
I can't do this.
P-
I'm gonna throw it in the
Professor?
water.
No. What? Oh, Professor?
Estelle, is that
She's
you're,
old. You know
Estelle?
those
Why are
old,
you
like-
why are you underwater?
I'm not. I'm on the island.
You're okay. You're on the island. Okay, what you? Julie,
My
your friend.
father's computer is here, and it's hooked up to all of these tapes that are just running. And they said that there's a problem it's solving. Well, it's a problem solver.
All right, what do you need?
I don't know. I called you.
I don't. What are you trying to do? What do you?
Oh, the problem we
Julian
think
said you
it's
needed my help with
solving-
something.
The problem we think it's solving is the missing numbers.
Well, that's good.
Right? I thought so.
Well, that's okay. So, do you think it solved it?
I mean, I don't know. It's still running.
Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do is to see if you can. Is there a hard disk you can see?
I don't know what that would look like. What? I don't see any discs.
Put your who's Billiam? What's his Billiam? Put Billiam on.
Billiam. Oh, Billy. Billy. Professor Maple wants to talk to you about the discs. I don't know what he's talking about, dear. Here, take this.
Billy's actually standing by Willem, and he's just like leaned in. He's like, you know, my dad can read. He could maybe teach you. Then he goes, takes the phone. Hello?
Hello,
Oh, God.
Billiam. Billiam. Yeah, okay. You're young. You know what a hard disk is, right?
A disc that is not soft?
Oh, right. You're from a farm. All right. Okay. You're gonna want to look for a
Geodis. We're looking for fossils?
All right, let me try and describe a hard drive from first principles. All right, do you see there's a what are you looking at here? Describe what you're seeing.
I can't believe we're making you do this. I'm so sorry. We're making you give tech support through an NPC. Oh God.
I would ask you if you'd try turning it off and on again, but I'm afraid at this point that might actually end the world.
Some streams might hand wave this part and just time skip forward, not us.
Nope, not us.
We're doing the whole thing, start to finish.
You know, I was going to have you guys just sort of do a thing, but then you guys decided to involve Professor Maple and start asking questions. And then you didn't know the answer to those questions.
It's true.
Oh God. I'm sorry.
So I see a bunch of really tall things with a lot of lights on them, and then a smaller one also with some lights, and then there's a thing on top of that that looks
Some
like a
of them are
screen
blinking.
Okay,
of
all right,
some
okay.
variety.
Okay, the smaller one with the lights.
Hmm?
Okay. Okay, do you see? Okay, are there two lights?
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
a lot of lights, but sure, there's two.
All right.
There are four lights.
Thank you for the reference.
Yes. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the smaller one. Go for the smaller one. Actually, tell you what. Can you just bring the whole? I'm not even gonna try to make you take it out. I'm just okay. The smaller one with the lights. Just. I'm going to have you just unplug the parts of that. Unplug whatever's connected to that, and just bring that to me.
Is that
And
going to stop the thing that it's doing?
Should we let it finish? It's been going for like 50 years.
If it hasn't figured it out yet, I don't think it's going to.
What do I do with like the screen thing that's on top of it?
Just leave that.
Okay.
Just the smaller box with the lights. Just unplug that.
Does Willem let us do this? Because this is his father's life's work as well.
Well, it depends
It's like
a
it's
bit
been
on if you can start doing it before Willem can stop you.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
Willem's
Julian
a speaker.
Julian is gonna like set one hand on either side of the small box and just rip it out.
No.
Okay. All right. You successfully rip it out of the machine.
All right, I unplugged it. What's next?
All right.
Yes, really.
And at that point, Julian, you
The world
look down
ends.
and you notice that the lights on it have actually not gone off. They're sort of blinking in a different pattern. But they are actually getting, weirdly enough, brighter. They are flashing and getting brighter, and it is almost blinding. This strobing pattern that is coming out of the interior of this computer tower as the side of it bursts off, and in this horrendous blaze of strobing lights, this shape emerges, and you are all confronted by a very, very pissed off looking Porygon.
Whoa. Angry, you say?
No, we didn't say battle yet.
Said it's angry.
Not
also,
everything's
I
gonna
know we're gonna
fight.
battle it.
Oh God. Oh.
Yep. All right. Let's roll for initiative.
Another battle.
I think as it was flashing, Julian was like, "Guys, I think it worked. I think it's almost done."
Oh God. Mm. I think we interrupted it, dear.
Okay. Well, let me do a. Or I'm sorry, his is a D8. What am I doing? All right. Well, Billy, you are up first.
Oh, that's a truly surprising occurrence.
Oh wait, no, actually, wait. Sorry, what did you roll for initiative? Oh no, you rolled a 4. Sorry, whoops, I was looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Sorry, Billy, you're not up first.
I was like, how did that happen?
Nope. Julian, you're up first.
Julian, all right. Well, what we currently have out is Baltoy. So, I think Julian is gonna look down at the Baltoy and is gonna say, "All right, whatever that thing is, it's not done. Put it back, and we're gonna use imprison. We're gonna try to put it back in the computer."
Okay.
Put that thing back where you found it.
Put it back.
Or so help me.
Or so help me. All right.
It's an 8.
Okay. What is the effect of imprison?
Good question. It goes back in the computer.
It goes back in the computer like it didn't even come out.
Yep. Looking
Go
it
about
up
your
right
business.
here, and it says it puts the Pokemon back in the computer.
Well, okay. So there is some creative flexibility
Yeah.
with this. So yeah, if you would like to use Imprison to try and at least temporarily get the Porygon back in the computer, yes, you got an 8, so that is a success. And you were able to sort of in fact, it almost looks like it's been captured in a Pokeball. The interior workings of the computer are exposed since the panel came off the side, and the mechanism that it is drawn back into does sort of resemble the interior workings of a Pokeball if you've ever taken one of them apart. Indeed, part of this does look like it is a primitive PC storage system.
All right, battle over.
Oh god.
Mechanically, if it also does a thing, Imprison prevents it from using any moves also known by me. I think.
I don't think that you know any of the same moves that it knows.
Okay.
Oh shit. Do you know? Well, here. I'll just rattle them off. Do you know Conversion 2, Try Attack, Discharge, or Recover?
Yes.
Yeah,
All of those.
I know all of them and also Imprison.
Coincidentally.
No, I don't know any of those.
Well, I'll tell you what you can do is at this point, for the purposes of this, is the Porygon is still trying to get out, but you can continue spamming Imprison just to kind of like keep it contained. And you were able to sort of fit the panel back onto the side of the computer tower, and you can still see these flashing, seizure-inducing lights flickering the inside of this computer rave as the Porygon is still attempting to force its way out and confront you. But for the moment, you are able to keep it continually imprisoned inside the computer.
Good.
My next.
Yes, Estelle can go next.
In true Estelle fashion, I would like to talk to the Pokemon.
Okay.
Try to
Sure.
convince-
All right.
So, I think I'm going to use Dottler
Okay.
with this and try to communicate to the Pokemon. We're sorry, like essentially like an apology for disturbing it, and that we're kind of try to like send the images or the understanding of why we're here.
Okay.
So I think you know what? I don't need to do Dottler for this. I can do use Mr. Mime because he has psychic. So we could just I think at one point we used that. So let me go ahead and you want me to use my psychic ability with Mr. Mimes or Heart?
I would say use you, actually, I'm gonna say use your empathy. And actually, I feel like Dottler might actually be a better choice for this one.
Dottler? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then Dottler is them 6s. Okay. Can I re-roll that?
We have luck points.
I would like to utilize ein luck pointen. Better. Much better.
And you can reroll one.
6 can be rerolled. Ooh. Nice.
I think you can keep rerolling that.
I can, but do we want me to end up knowing another?
Go for it.
Okay, good. We're fine.
Okay. And I'll say at this point, you see as Dottler, the lights on Dottler's shell begin to light up in a variety of colors that you are not used to seeing. They are the panoply of kaleidoscopic colors that you see coming from inside of the computer tower, but instead coming from the lights on Dottler's back. And after another just aggressive raving and flashing, they
It's actually like Firestorm, just like put in light.
They start to flash in a pattern that is almost like a Morse code, but very, very fast. But because of your psychic connection through Dottler, you were able to understand the code in real time. Like honestly, you were understanding the words faster than you're really like processing the actual flashing of the Morse code.
Yeah. It's one of those when you look at a page, you're actually reading the words before your brain reads the words.
Yeah. And what you first hear the phrase identify user.
I send back Estelle East. Or no, not Estelle East, Estelle Esper. Because that would have been what Dad knew me as.
Yep. Esper recognized. Estelle not recognized.
Esper.
Authorized user, Dr. Ethan Esper.
Uh-oh. Is he asking for a password?
Yes.
Can I use heart? Ow. Rip my ear things out. Can I use heart to see if I maybe can sort of remember or think my way to like what Dad would have used as a password?
Sure.
Mothering F. I don't know the password.
I like points.
You want me to use this another luck point for this? I mean, this is pretty.
Yes, this seems very important.
This seems really important. Yeah. Then I will go ahead and do that. That is still not great. Is Dottler helping me? No.
Yes. I will give you a +1 for Dottler helping.
You're
in this
so
instance.
nice, considering we made you give tech support over the phone.
I am
as an NPC.
I am nothing if not a magnanimous game master.
You are.
Never forget it.
Oh hell.
You're racking your brain, but then you he's still trying real hard to get out of that computer.
Will makes his own fun.
You strike upon entering in your mother's name.
Okay.
Wife. The unknown were a clue.
It's all coming together.
Oh, I'm mad about it, but it works.
That's his password hint. That's why they're there. They're not a security system at all.
It's just my dad
Estelle,
was real
you gotta-
bad at passwords.
Estelle, you got to put in the name of your wife.
Oh Oh no, dear. She died before Ephraim did. Spoilers. So what? That is not canon. I don't think. I don't know.
Or
about
is it?
Pokemon. Is it? I don't know.
Time will tell.
So, this is a very convoluted backstory. I'm sorry to get. So what is going on when I put in my mother's name?
You basically get sort of a question of, it's like, almost kind of a sort of a neutral status of like a question. You get like a sense of like a question mark. Like, now that you're in, what do you want?
Billy, tell the professor, because I'm assuming he's still on the phone. He waited through like a partial Pokemon. I got the password in, but it's just blinking now. What do we do?
Are you guys all right? I heard shouting, and I know this is a purely auditory medium, but like I swear I saw some flashing lights.
I think we're fine. I think we put the Pokemon back in its egg. I don't really know, but Estelle says we're in, and now there's questions.
Well, can you turn the Pokemon off?
I'll type in off.
No.
Have you tried turning your Pokemon off and on?
Report?
Yeah.
If it's been working on the problem, it might have the answer right.
Yeah, just standard, just type asking for a report.
Estelle does not know what she's doing. She's just typing in words.
Yep.
And hitting enter, because she has seen that done.
Yep. So you get a note about the last system update, which was decades ago. The current project progress, 100%. Intrusion detected. Anti-penetration measures deployed.
What's an penetration measure?
Professor, don't answer that, Billy. Cover your ears.
So, I think Estelle. What is the name of the project on there? That's 100%.
It just says the project progress. It
It
doesn't list any other projects, so you assume it's one project.
Project report. Oh. Right.
Project report.
It says it's done.
Working proof of procedural transposition on the topics of interstitial informational paradoxes.
I can't read that word. What does that say? Julian, where are you?
Yeah, no, I
read it to the professor. He needs to tell us what we're supposed to say back.
And you'll make fun of me for not being able to read.
I
Mine's
thrust
the
the screen at Willem so that he cowers in terror.
Don't come too close, Willem. That word's terrifying. So many letters.
Oh, God.
Julian reads it out loud to the professor on the phone and then says, but it's only done if 100% is the biggest number. There are a lot of bigger numbers.
It's a percentage of a whole.
Yeah. It could be 200%. It could be 300%.
That's more.
That sounds good. If you can calm whatever that thing is down, and bring it to me, I think I can use it. In fact, I think you better do it quickly.
Sattler. We're gonna do a light show. It's the plan for after.
That's how you calm things down.
Yeah, no, well, I
By
figured
bumping up the
communication.
jams.
You know what? You make a lot of friends at a rave, all right? One way or another.
Pokemon has a great history with calming flashing lights.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially in relation to Porygon.
Yeah.
So, are they like? I guess I'm just gonna try to communicate through Dottler and ask it to come with us to solve the project or to communicate the project solution.
Serve its purpose.
Serve its purpose.
I would say go ahead and give me a heart roll.
Oh God, more rolls for me to fail. Oh, good. Boop.
We got one luck point left. Hey.
Yay! Yay!
You
That's
get
actually
kind of an interesting sort of reply through this Dottler communication web you have set up.
Oh, I am
And-
100%
and-
freezing.
And a more complex response than you're used to getting. You get the sense that you are conversing at this point not into the computer system, but actually with the Porygon itself.
Mhm.
You get another question. Identify user?
User Estelle Esper.
Estelle Esper, question mark.
Esper.
Where is Dr. Ethan Esper?
Ethan's daughter?
Yeah, where is
Oh.
where is Dr. Ethan Esper? Question mark.
My father died. Because I think that's all that Estelle knows is that he disappeared / died. Do you want to play a game?
Dr. Ethan Esper is gone? Question mark.
Yes.
There is a long pause, but slowly the lights coming from inside the case subside. And finally, you get the slow blinked message through Dottler. I am alone. Period.
No. Estelle immediately goes, no. Not if you don't want to be. And she, through Dottler, because like there's an emotive aspect that like she can't, it's a computer and her typing is like picking out, you know, old lady typing.
Dottler is doing the typing for you.
Yeah, so she kind of communicates images of the gym and like of all of the Pokemon and the people together and training together and being friends and like them, and like she communicates like images of like Professor Maple and his Pokemon and that, you know, and she said, you know, if you'd like to come with us, you're always welcome.
Do I get to see it? Question mark.
The anomaly?
What you showed me, period.
Of course.
I would like that.
Why am I-
period.
Let me close out a bunch of things. I think Andy might be doing stuff and slowing down our internet.
it's weird because your connection looks good on my end, but
It
it
does.
could be
Oh.
any number of things. Yeah, it just blipped for a second, so maybe it is your connection, but your connection itself is strong.
All right, sweet. Awesome.
Porygon to sack than a fool.
So, yeah, I think she's gonna go ahead and invite him. Yes, you can come and you can see the gym and the Pokemon and all our people, and you can find where you want to be. This is freezing.
Hmm. Hmm. Thank you. Period. Yeah, and the room is dark again.
So like anything can be a ball. Like
Freezing.
that's a Pokeball.
I mean, ish. In that Pokeballs communicate and store Pokemon, and I mean, yes. I really think you should ask the professor. Like,
I'm
Billy just holds
absolutely
the
not.
phone in your direction.
Nope.
Did you fix it?
We're bringing them back with us.
All right, good. Like I think you'd better do it quickly.
I'm gonna go. I guess
All
we're gonna head back. But yeah, I think I don't know what else is around here, waiting to jump out at us because security measures were deployed.
Nothing else accosts you if you were just leaving the lab at this point.
Cool.
All right. And takes you a bit, but you are able to finally make your way back to the main part of the island and back to the boat that you took to get here.
How do we make it past the bridge again?
Hmm?
No, never mind.
Oh,
I'm being
right,
a smartass. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Mr. Mime builds a mime
Porygon.
plane, and
Mr.
we
Mr.
fly.
Yeah, Mr. Mime just built an entirely new bridge.
Porygon knows teleport.
No, that wasn't one of the things that were read to you.
Shh, they don't remember. Come on.
There's no video evidence of it anywhere.
Yeah. Not yet.
Are you guys just getting back in the boat and heading back to the mainland?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, did I convince the unknown to come with me, or does he just wander off into the?
No, the F comes with you.
Oh, okay.
I guess we say goodbye to Willem.
Yep.
Bye.
I don't say goodbye to Willem.
You hand him soup in a bag.
Maybe we should give him the F so that he can get over his fear of letters.
Willem?
Willem, this is the best letter. Some of my favorite words start with this letter.
It's true.
And then I punch him.
Fair enough. If you want to leave it with me, I promise I'll take good care of it. But don't feel obligated.
Estelle hands him the F and the eye drops and says it'll be good for you. You can use it to keep a lookout on the island.
He looks at the F, says, "You ever been on a boat? I think you and me are about to start a beautiful friendship."
It's just like
Really, Ash catching it up this session.
Mhm.
Catching Pokemon, giving Pokemon away.
You know, the Pokemon is from here, And I'm just gonna say that, like, she kind of gave it the option, and it was like, sure, I'll stay here. I don't know where that place is, but I like here. You know,
Yeah.
Billy, I
in the chat.
I apologize for the way that I acted earlier.
Tell your mother.
I when you see your mom, give her my love.
I will.
Maybe
We'll come back and visit.
I think I think I might like that. Maybe I'll maybe I'll even come see you sometime. See one of your gym fights. No promises though. I mean, I can't trust Harlan to run the lighthouse all the time.
Do people actually come here voluntarily?
I mean, they come into Esper Bay.
Oh, okay.
Lighthouses are actually to keep people away, not to guide them in. So they don't smash on the rocks and all die.
I mean, where do you think your house came from?
That's true.
Makes sense.
What do you want us to tell his dad?
Tell him hi.
Okay. Changed man.
Tips.
No. Banned.
Yes. Banned. Don't ban the puns.
I mean, if we banned puns, there would be nobody left. No one left to
There would be no
watch the stream.
players.
There would be no one on the stream. There would be no channel.
Yeah,
true.
that's true. Yo. Yeah.
Let's go to the lab.
All right.
I mean, are we gonna keep going tonight, or are we like?
We're pretty close to the end here.
All right, quick.
Yeah. So you guys had.
You apologized, and I'm waiting for the moment where I'm gonna get kicked in the fields or something.
Give me a minute.
I'm just anticipating my own pain.
Let the game master work.
Oh, I'm afraid.
All right. So you head back to the mainland and head back to Dr. Maple's lab. You see him. He's actually standing out on the front porch waiting for you guys. So you get the you got the hard drive and the rest of and the rest of the tower, and it looks like some other random cables that I didn't ask you to get, but I guess that wasn't really what I meant when I said to unplug it, but you got the gist of it. I guess I'd rather you have too much than too little. There is a slight problem though. So he goes and he opens up the door to his house, swings the door in, and you see that the house no longer has a back on it. It got out.
Well, we could probably go stay with my sister. My house looks similar.
Also, someone from the gym was calling up here, asking for you. I guess there's somebody down at the gym who's raising a big ol' ruckus.
Okay, Billy, you have to go deal with that.
Not us. No.
I mean,
like
we'll go too, but you definitely have to be there.
Where would have the equipment you need to access our little friend? Did I introduce you to Polly? This is Polly.
Well,
Polly's in the square ball.
It's Polly's.
Yeah, it's not an egg.
he sure is, son. He sure is. Well, now that my lab's trashed, well, that does put us in a bit of a pickle. I think the only place where we're going to find equipment, the equipment that I'll need, is Silphco.
Oh, good. We've already broken in there once. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we know exactly how to do it.
I have a key card and everything.
It'll be fine.
I don't know why you're surprised by that. It's not like, you know.
So Jim, and then we break into the corporate headquarters.
Jim, corporate espionage again / thievery. Send him in.
For an inspection.
We're just gonna put him, yeah. Inspection.
Tell you what, I'll tag along and when I'll do the thing when we get there, and I'll just close my eyes between now and then.
What?
Jim, corporate espionage. And then I'm making everybody breakfast.
Ooh.
And then we're going to sleep for 72 hours.
I could do with a nap again.
All right, let's go. Let's get in the truck. And then he points at Chimeco and says, not you.
Billy gets in the back with all his Pokemon, including Time Joe.
Chimeco hangs out behind the rear view mirror like a dangling ornament.
Not off the back of the truck like truck nuts.
Choices. These
days.
And on that note,
no.
So you're heading down to the gym first.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When you get down to the gym and you walk in, one of the workers who has been helping out with getting the gym back up into ship shape sees you and makes a beeline for you and says, hey, it goes to Billy. He's like, hey boss, there's a lady here to see you. She's real mad. You might want to go talk to her.
It's either your mom or
sounds like your mom.
Or that girl who I don't remember her name. But...
Has it been a year already?
No.
Yeah, I'll go see.
And you find there is another worker who's currently getting berated by this woman. Looks like she's wearing a polo shirt, khakis, and has short blonde hair. And and another thing, and he kind of looks over at you desperately, and she sort of follows his gaze and finally clocks onto you, and he says, "You there? Are you the gym leader? I want to speak to the gym leader."
Oh no.
Yeah, I am. How can I help?
I'm very displeased at how you are running things here. I'm here to talk about just the absolute unfair treatment of my son by your gym staff.
Who's your son?
My son is Kaz Grabbins. I'm his mom, Karen Grabbins. And I am here to challenge you, sir, to a Pokemon battle.
Oh.
And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
All right.
Karen Grabbins.
You just wanted to make a
Grabbins.
character that was more hated than Cass, didn't you? You were like,
I feel-
you know what?
I don't necessarily really intend to, but it's like, man, I'm really good at creating very hateable NPCs, apparently.
Relatable, hateable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a lot of fire.
Yeah,
It's
a lot. Jesus, a lot happened. Oh boy.
Well,
That's what I do.
so we covered a lot of ground this session. I really do want to thank everyone for sticking with us. If there's this session went to so many places tonight. So if you watched, God bless you. If you donated, especially if you chatted, followed, subscribed, whatever, we just want you to know that it does mean the world to us. Everything we do on this channel benefits a really great cause, and we would not be able to make any of that happen without you. So thank you so much. We will be back this Thursday. We're doing a side quest this Thursday, Will?
We will probably not be, but maybe I'm going to be on vacation.
Gotcha. Okay,
It's
so
possible.
probably not. So we'll be back next. So Veil Breakers has not started up yet, correct?
Is not. The first session is going to be on Sunday, actually, on the 22nd.
Oh, this coming Sunday? No, yeah,
yes,
this coming.
it
Okay,
will
so
be.
we'll be back next. This coming Sunday, the 22nd, will be the inaugural session of one of our new games. Andy of Pulp Diction fame and some of our returning cast members from other projects are going to be playing in a new spooky Dungeons and Dragons game called Veil Breakers. Everyone should really check that out. Next Tuesday, will be running his D&D game, Class Reunion, and then we at Missing Numbers here will be back again 2 weeks from today. It'll be on the 31st, at the end of May already. Gosh,
It's true.
I don't know what time is anymore, obviously.
None of us do. It's
If
fine.
you would like to know when we are going live and what we're up to, you can follow us on Twitter at Live from the APOC. Should be up there on the screen. If you would like to join our Discord community, which is full of a lot of awesome and friendly people, you can do so that as well. We do community nights in there as well, where we play games together off stream or watch bad movies. Really just a nice group of people overall, and some of them talk better than I do about things and string words together into sentences.
That is outright.
Oh, well, thank you all for the raid.
Thank
We
you
are
so
actually
much for the raid.
thank you so much for the raid. We are
wrapping.
literally actually just doing our outro right now. I am so
it
sorry.
goes.
But hey, I would just like to invite you guys, if you want to follow us on Twitter, follow us on Discord. We have a great community, and you'll be able to get alerts as to when we are going live next. And we would generally just love to have everybody. But I think at long last, you've come in right at the very end. That is going to be enough talking from me. So thank you all so much again. We're going to be disappearing in just a second, but don't go away, because we are then in turn going to be rating another one of the many great TTRPG creators here on Twitch. So please be friendly, say hi, and tell them that Live from the Apocalypse and our new raider friends here at Goblin Cave TV sent you guys.
Absolutely. We are going to be rating Raven. They are playing D&D, Champions of the Fae. They've been going for a while. So say hi when we get there. We will
Perfect. Timing,
disappear. Perfect timing. Flawless. Live from the Goblin Cave.
yes. Double raid.
team
That's
up
what's
that
happening.
Everybody asked for. So we're going to hop over to Raven. We're going to say hi. Everybody be friendly, and we will see you next time. Say goodnight, everybody.
Night.